What sail all over the town? Our bread is white and our ale is brown. Our board is made of white maple tree, with a blossoming poetry to be. Now please don't say it was anyone's soul, with the heart soul and all that was. Glad is jolly, what's 17? What say, I in the town, our bread is white and our ale is brown. Our woman is made of white maple tree, with a blossoming poetry to be. Unplug the trumpet, let's roll and banners, and we hope that can slowly and many rest. For near you the cross are full of the small, and down shall go Butler roll and roll. And down shall go Butler, roll and roll. It's the most wonderful time of the year, with those kids you go belling and every young belly is the of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all. With those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for roasting marshmallows for toasting and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glories of Christmas is long, long ago. It's the wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoe and hearts will be glowing while loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Time of the year. Just like the ones I used to know. dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleigh song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one-horse open sleigh. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon this very bride was sitting by my side. The horse was lean and lame, his fortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifting plain, then we got outside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Now the ground is white, going while we're young. Take your voices young, and sing a sleighing song. Just get up on your head, before he falls asleep. Then get to the well, the fire, and you take your leave. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. The tidings for Christmas and a Happy New
Good morning. I'm Jillian Lampert. My pronouns are she, her, and I am a member of our board of directors. Welcome to White Bear Unitarian Universalist Church. We are a community of youth, adults, and children of many diverse theologies held together by covenant, not creed. Together we share the values of courage, reverence, and compassion. May you know deep welcome and belonging in this place. We encourage that welcome by asking everyone to wear a name tag and to have a small moment of greeting to your neighbor. Let's do that now. Wonderful. You're such good greeters. All right, let's get back to our whatever's going to happen here. It's wonderful to see such a full room full of people. In community news announcements, thank you to the volunteers who made our spaces look so beautiful and festive this season. Those volunteers are Carlo Butts, Jill Waterhouse, Karen Dahl, and Cynthia Tomlinson. Thank you so much. This week we have several events for you to participate in. You are invited to a meal and a holiday party on Wednesday at 5:30, our solstice service Thursday at 6:30, and our Christmas Eve services next Sunday at 4 and 7:30 p.m. We hope you will find meaningful ways to engage with this community this week. The church will be closed December 26th through January 1st. Our service on December 31st is a pre-recorded offering on YouTube, and we will resume in-person services on January 7th. Our offertory will be collected later in the service, but now I invite Dick Ottman up to tell us about the recipient.
Good morning. I'm Dick Ottman. My pronouns are he, him. Guests at your table is a collection in December for the Unitarian Universalist Service Committee, or UUSC. The UUSC is a social justice, human rights organization that formed during World War II to get persecuted people out of Nazi-controlled Europe. This year, the UUSC highlights 4 projects that address the following. Number 1, the growing rise of fascism around the globe. Number 2, violence against communities historically marginalized. Number 3, the increasing toll of the climate crisis. And number 4, the record number of people forced to migrate. If you want more information on this, there's a red brochure by the Visitor Center. You're welcome to take one. It goes into more details. This is just one of the many projects of the UUSC. My wife, Judy, and I have been involved in the inner workings of the UUSC for well over 40 years. We have looked into all sorts of things, interviewed all kinds of people. We have found 0 projects that we have seen that didn't need to be done. There's unfortunately an awful lot of bad people in the world violating other people's human rights. So there's plenty to do. UUSC is given 4 stars out of 4 by Charity Navigator because of the UUSC's low administrative costs. Now this year, the Ottman family has decided to match all of the money collected during December to the UUSC, dollar for dollar, with no limit. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, we have 2 daughters, and they're helping with this endeavor. Also, a foundation matches all checks or donations that are $150 or more. So if you give a $150 check to the UUSC, we'll match it to make it $300, and both that $300 will be matched by a foundation, which makes it $600, which is 4 times. And again, there's no limit, we'll match it. Don't worry about that. The instructions for donating are online, by text, or by check, or in the order of service, in the chat box and the e-news. Thank you for your generosity. Now, the collection will be later, but just so you know, at the end of the service last night, I decided, because it's UUSC Sunday, I made Judy Ottman's famous cookies. They're in the back of the social hall. You'll have to go all the way to the back. The good news is they have peanut butter in. They're not healthy at all, but oh, are they good.
Thank you, Dick. I'm a dietitian. I feel compelled to say peanut butter is lovely and healthy. So enjoy the cookies and enjoy the joy that comes with them. So ends our announcements. Welcome to our church. Together we grow our souls and serve the world in love.
Excuse me. Hi, y'all. Okay. Hi, my name is Gabriel, and I love to spill the tea. Let me tell you guys, something totally awesome is gonna happen today. It's gonna be the talk of the land. So I love being the one to big news. 9 months ago, I delivered some news to Mary, a young woman who lives in a town called Nazareth. Mary is humble and a gentle woman, and she's engaged to this carpenter named Joseph. Shout out to Joseph. They led a pretty normal life until I showed up and I was like, hey girl, hey, a very special baby's gonna be born soon. Here's the cool part. You're gonna be the one to birth the baby. And she was like, what? Anyway. And I was like, I already picked the name out. The name's gonna be Jesus. And Jesus is gonna be on this earth to do God's work. He will be God's son. When I delivered this news to her, she was surprised. I would be too. A little frightened and questioned how this could possibly be. And I told her not to be afraid, that everything was gonna be okay, guys. The Holy Spirit would descend upon her, much like her cousin Elizabeth. Shout out to Elizabeth, everyone. Mary told me that she was nervous and frightened about the news. And I was like, good luck, girl. And so then, so then I left, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to Joseph. Yeah.
Good morning. If you haven't guessed already, this morning's going to be a little bit different. My name is Amy, and my pronouns are she, her. And this morning we're going to tell a story, a very old story about the birth of a baby. Now, as Unitarian Universalists, we remain open to wisdom from many different sources, and this morning's story, of course, comes from the Christian tradition and is a story that is shared year-round around Christmas time. And so when we introduce stories here to children and youth, we often invite them to enter into the story with curiosity and wonder. Maybe this story that you'll hear this morning is new to you, or maybe it's a story you've heard 1,000 million times before. But whatever your relationship is to this story, as we weave it here together today, we invite you into curiosity. What deeper meaning do you find in this story? What does this story remind you of in your own life? And what is this story calling you to do? So I invite you to take a breath as we welcome you this morning into this space of mystery and wonder and story. The Schleicher family will light our chalice this morning.
Good morning. My name's Claire, and I use she, her pronouns.
My name is Theo, and my pronouns are he, him. My name is Evelyn, and my pronouns are she, her.
My name is Seth, and my pronouns are he, him.
We gather on this special Sunday together, held by these words, adapted from Sherry Woodbury. Perhaps some here have outgrown mystery, or have forgotten the magic of a newborn child.
One might easily lose touch with awe in the struggle to do it.
Hear now this invitation to open yourself to surprise today and be ready to greet unexpected delights.
What star shall shine in you? What gifts can you give? How will you join the holy story?
May this flame remind us all of the light that lives within and among us. May it remind us that we are all part of the story. And may it inspire us to make space for the mystery and wonder this season. I have full body goosebumps. So please rise in body or spirit and join in singing hymn 253, Come All Ye Faithful.
My name is Nico. My pronouns are they, them. I'm the Assistant Director of Religious Education.
And my name is Reverend Jessica, and I'm your lead minister. Welcome on this morning. So the Christmas story is rooted in old tales of winter solstice. In ancient times in Europe, when a solstice came, our distant ancestors sometimes told stories of a miraculous child born to return us to the light. Throughout the world, people tell stories of a child born to a royal family or to an important and rich family who would grow up to lead humankind into a time of truth and justice. These early Christians adapted these stories of miraculous births, but they added a twist to the old stories. The miraculous child was not the son of a king, but instead merely the son of a carpenter. He was not the son of a wealthy queen, but was instead the son of a woman whose only wealth was her wisdom and kindness in the world. And that Christian story has been told and retold innumerable times since those early Christians first began telling it.
So this morning, we are going to recreate the old story of the miraculous birth of Jesus, but we are going to give it our own slant. Instead of just listening or watching to the story unfold, you are going to get inside it. Try to forget that you've ever heard this story before, and let's be in the here and now with the miracle that is the birth of a child, of any child. So several people around here have some stars, right? Let me see where those stars are. All right, we've got them dotted around the sanctuary, beautiful. I will let you know the right time to use them. And if you don't have stars, when it is star time, you can shake your hands like Jessica is demonstrating for you. Yes, you'll get lots of stars going on in here. And then if you want to be part of the story, if you want to be part of the story, raise your hand when I ask for volunteers or Jessica asks for volunteers, and we'll call on you to take part. And then you will move over there to the back of the sanctuary where we have some people raising their hands, some awesome volunteers who are going to help you get dressed in a simple costume, and we'll give you the stage directions that you need. This is the year, everyone, that you finally get to live out any secret hope of being an angel or a shepherd or the ever-popular donkey that you have held on to since childhood. All are welcome to participate. Do not leave us hanging up here. All right, let us begin. So if you wish, close your eyes for a moment. Transport yourself to another time and another place. Imagine that a story is going to unfold before your very eyes, a brand new story that you have never heard before. To start off, I need someone to be Caesar Augustus, Emperor of Rome. Who's it gonna be? All right, yep, go ahead. And you can follow Amy in the back. There we go.
In those days, long ago, a decree went out from the Emperor Caesar Augustus. And we will wait for the emperor to come on down. Maybe let's do a little drumming of our feet to welcome Caesar. Come on up. And Caesar said, all the world should be registered so they can pay taxes to me.
All the world should be registered to me, so that they can all pay taxes to me.
Now we need 3 people. One to be Joseph. Where's my Joseph? Oh, I see a hand back there. I need the carpenter. One to be Mary, who's engaged to Joseph. I see another hand way back there. Adley, I believe you're going to be Mary. And we need a donkey. Don't worry, there are lots of roles. Lots of roles. You will get called on. Adults, try not to be too disappointed if you had your heart set on donkey. All right. Okay, so this first scene is going to be a starlit night. So can everyone practice holding up your stars? So if you have a paper star, hold it up. Everyone else can make stars. Stars, of course, need star music. So when you hear this music, that is a cue to shine your stars.
Back to the story. Now, Caesar required that everyone must go to the town where they had been born to register. For some people, that meant a long journey. Joseph, a carpenter, had to go all the way from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judah, to Bethlehem and the city of David. He went with Mary because she was expecting a child. They started on their long journey, traveling by day, and through the night, their road lit only by stars.
Joseph and Mary knew it was not going to be easy. What with Mary almost ready to have her baby, at least they had a donkey to journey with them. And at the least, the twinkling stars made the road seem friendly. Thank you for those stars. Now, we need some animals. Who would like to fill this stable with animals? How many animals do we have? Do we know? 3 animals. Okay, Evelyn, you can be an animal. Arlo, do you want to be an animal? No? Okay. I see, yes, right back there. Go for it. And you can be the 3rd. Yes. Go for it. All right.
So when Joseph and Mary got here to Bethlehem, they discovered that there was no room in the inn. But the inn was the only place in town with comfortable beds. So the only place Mary and Joseph could find to take place, the only place to take shelter was in a stable cut into the side of the hill. So they settled in there to sleep among the animals who are arriving shortly. Come on down, animals.
Let's drum our feet and welcome those animals. I'm sure your nativities at home look like this, don't they? So the gentle animals welcomed Joseph and Mary into their stable, and that very night the time came for Mary to give birth. It was a stable, so when the baby was born, of course, there was no cradle for Mary to lay her baby in. But one of the animals was kind enough to lend her a feeding trough for a cradle, and Joseph and Mary laid their new baby there. They laid their new baby there among the hay. In a moment, we're going to sing to welcome the baby, but before that, we are going to need some shepherds. Do I have some shepherds, maybe? There's a shepherd. How many shepherds do we have? 3 shepherds. Okay. There's a shepherd. Yep. You want to be a shepherd? Go for it. All right. I will come back over this way. Of course, we're going to need sheep for the shepherds to watch. We need 1 sheep. Is there someone who wants to be a sheep? Arlo, you want to go be a sheep? Go for it. Go in that back corner. There you go, buddy. And we also need an angel who has a special message. Do I have someone who wants to be an angel? We already got an angel. Oh, yes, we do. Now, who's ready to let everyone know a baby has been born? And it's a miracle every time a baby is born and we're shouting about? That's right. Please rise in body or spirit and join in singing Joy to the World, hymn number 245.
In that region where there were shepherds who lived for months at a time out in the field, watching over their flocks of sheep by night. They had to watch over their sheep because there were wolves in the hills that would gladly eat a sheep if they could get one. So now the sheep and the shepherds noticed an angel and looked up at them. On this night, as the shepherds stood watch in their fields, an angel stood before them, and this angel was truly magnificent. And their divine beauty shone around the shepherds. Not surprisingly, the shepherds were terrified. But the angel spoke gently, saying to them, "Do not be afraid, for I have appeared to bring you good news of great joy for all the people of Israel. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah. This will be a sign to you. You will find a child wrapped in strips of cloth and lying in a manger." Okay, so we're going to need a few more angels. Who would like to be an angel? 4 angels is what we need. I am scanning for my 4 angels. Okay, we have 2 in the back row. We've got 2 in the front row. We've got our angels. That's our 4 angels.
Then the angel who had spoken went on to say, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth let there be peace and goodwill among all people everywhere." And there was a whole host of angels who were getting dressed and about to come down and sing and praise God, and the shepherds were amazed. Shepherds, can you look surprised? Whoa! So let's rise in body or spirit to welcome our angels with "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." hymn number 241.
Upon hearing the message and hearing the songs of the angel choir, good job everyone, the shepherds said to one another, "This is amazing. Let's go up to Bethlehem and actually see the baby the first angel told us about." So being good shepherds who cared about their sheep, they brought the sheep along. So I wonder if y'all want to take a little journey around the front here on your way to find this miraculous baby, if you are a shepherd or a sheep. So the shepherds and their sheep went to Bethlehem, where they found Mary and Joseph and the new baby, just as that angel had told them. Afterwards, the shepherds would tell everyone what the angel had said to them about Mary and Joseph's new baby, and everyone who heard their story was amazed. As for Mary, she already knew that her baby was wonderful. But she listened carefully to what the shepherds said and treasured all she heard in her heart. Everyone was excited by the wonder of new birth, and they prayed and hoped that what the angel said would come true, that there would be peace on earth and goodwill for all people, even for lowly shepherds.
So at this time, we're going to pause this story and take a moment to appreciate the beauty of our pageant in progress and take a moment to appreciate the gifts and generosity of this congregation. But before that, we need 3 wise people. 1, 2, and there's 3. And we need a star. Head on back. And so, as Dick shared, our offertory this Sunday is going to support the work of the WBUUC, and it will also be on Christmas Eve as well. Today, we invite you to give generously. We do have these 2 matching grants, and this is really a chance for us to make an impact in the world. So there are many ways that you can give today. You can text to give, you can give on our website, or you can give in the offertory basket. However you choose to give, know that we appreciate these gifts that you share. The offertory will now be gratefully collected.
After Jesus was born in Bethlehem, 3 wise persons heard of a prophecy that a new baby had been born that would fill the world with love and peace and become king of the Jews. So they set out on a journey to find the special baby. They followed an especially bright star in the sky with some star music. As the 3 wise persons begin their long, slow journey to Bethlehem, let's encourage them on their way by rising in body or in spirit to sing hymn number 259, We Three Kings.
Following yonder
Well, first, the wise people went and visited King Herod, who's going to come on down and meet them up front here. King Herod, come on down. King Herod is actually up to some kingly duties behind the scenes and is taking some royal time to come down here, and that is a-okay. We wait for kings here. So here is King Herod.
And these wise persons went to King Herod and said, the wise persons went to King Herod and said, "Where is the child who's been born the King of the Jews? For we heard a prophecy, and now we have observed this star in the skies, and we have come to praise this baby and bring him gifts." And then the three wise persons learned from King Herod about a prophecy which had been spoken long ago, that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem. So the wise persons set out for Bethlehem, and as they walked, they followed the star. As they had first seen it in the far east, and they followed the star to the stable where the newborn child was lying in the cow's manger.
When the wise persons entered the stable and saw the new baby, they were overwhelmed with joy at this new life. They knelt down to worship him, and we can use our imagination. And they opened their bags and brought out gifts of gold, because the crowns of kings were made of gold, and frankincense, and myrrh. Myrrh was what was put in the oil used to anoint kings at the time. And all the people gathered, and all the animals surrounded the new young parents with love and community as they started their journey into parenthood.
And this is where we leave our story today. Let's give our participants a hand. And I invite you now to find, if you're a participant, you're welcome to stay up here or go back to a seat, but find a comfortable place to sit. It can be here, it can be on the floor here, wherever you'd like to sit is fine. We'll give everyone a moment to settle. And this is sort of where we imagine this story, right? Mary and Joseph and their new baby surrounded by love and wonder. And there's so much beauty in this moment of the story. And we often maybe picture this moment in the manger as a peaceful one, right? On Christmas Eve, this might be the moment when we take a breath. Let's take a breath. And we might light our candles in the dark and sing Silent Night, Holy Night, right? Can you feel the beauty and peacefulness in this moment? So let's take just a few more breaths and invite in a little bit of the stillness and anticipation and all of the things that this season holds. And as you take a breath, I invite you with each breath to look around this space and notice the light and the beauty and the sacredness and the holiness present here today. It can be easy to forget that the days and moments leading up to our imagined calm nativity scene were a little more chaotic, right? There was a long journey, there was much uncertainty, there was danger and anticipation, and any new parent will tell you that the picture of stillness and calm that we've created was likely not more than a moment or a breath, or maybe didn't even exist at all. But in the telling of our story, the whole world seems to stop and look in awe at this new wonder, at this new baby. Perhaps it speaks to our deepest aspirations to want to be able to stop and look and find awe and wonder amid a frenzied, complicated world. We're hungry for moments to stop and look. Let's stop and look at our new baby. Sometimes we're looking for moments, hoping for moments to stop and look, moments when a baby is born, or when someone dies, or when the snow starts gently falling, or when we just need to make space for holding and naming big feelings and changes in our lives, or when the moon and the stars are so bright in the deep, dark winter night sky that it takes your breath away. Can you imagine that? Yeah. We need to make time to stop and look. Part of what we do here in church together is to practice noticing, to make time outside of time, creating moments when we can look with awe and wonder at the mysterious, complicated life around us. We bless our babies with a ritual of child dedication. We honor those who have died with memorial services by lighting candles, so we can keep their light among us. And we take time to hold those in our lives who need our love and care by naming them out loud and sending our love their way. We're going to do that ritual right now together. Take a breath, and into this stillness, name out loud the people and pets you're holding in your heart. Together, we are meaning makers, creators of stories that call us to remember to lean into the mystery, to find light, and to find meaning. Of course, we find it within us and among us anytime we take a moment to stop and look. We're going to hear from our band one more time.
I know at least a few of you were here almost 20 years ago when the White Bear Choir recorded this song with Peter Mayer. I hope you will lead the way and get everybody to sing Where the Heck is the Light, right?
Oh, and you can remain risen. You can remain risen because it is time. What's it time for? It is time for the long-honored tradition of. And because we are UUs, it's not like you would traditionally sing it. So you may want to reference the back of your song sheet to know what the numbers are. And Amy and Nico are going to hand out some signs. And we're going to do some 12 days of Christmas. Oh, and we're going to blow up. All right, let's do some drumming feet while we prepare. Can we have some drumming feet while we're waiting? All righty. And if anyone is taking pictures of this, I would love that. Okay. These signs are from the 70s, I heard, which is fabulous. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready? All right.
to all of our participants. Go in peace, friends.